I remember the exact moment I saw the commercial. It was a Saturday morning, and the TV was showing those bright ads between cartoons. The Furby came on screen. This small, furry creature with big eyes that blinked and moved. It spoke. It learned. The announcer said it was popular that season, and I thought it looked interesting. The shopping mall was busy that December. Kids at school mentioned Furbies sometimes. Who had one? Who might get one? The mall was always crowded on weekends, but that year people seemed to be shopping more. There were decorations everywhere. The giant Christmas tree in the center court, the Santa photo booth, families walking through the wide corridors. I went with my family on a cold afternoon. The parking lot was full. We walked through the glass doors, and the warm air felt nice after being outside. The mall smelled like cinnamon pretzels and that clean department store scent. Gold garlands hung from the ceiling. Red bows decorated the railings. The tile floors reflected the lights overhead. We passed a few toy stores. Some had small groups of people near the entrances. I looked at the shelves where Furbies would be, but they were empty. Just price tags and space. I wondered if we'd find one. It would be nice to have, but it was okay either way. We kept walking through the mall, looking at window displays, stopping sometimes to check inside a store. The town felt quieter during those weeks. At school, some kids talked about Furbies during lunch or recess. Someone's cousin found one in another town. Someone's parent called a few stores. It was just something people mentioned, like talking about what movie they rented or what they got for their birthday. I remember riding my bicycle with the high handlebars through the neighborhood after school. The air was cold, and the sun was already getting low. The houses had Christmas lights, some blinking slowly, some just glowing steady. I rode past the familiar yards, the ones I passed every day. Mrs. Chen's house with the inflatable snowman, the Johnsons' place with their wooden reindeer. Late afternoon light made everything look soft. The bare trees cast long shadows. The grass had frost on it in shady spots. I liked that time of day. Everything felt calm and still. At home, I'd watch TV sometimes, flipping through channels. The Furby commercials came on between shows. Kids opening colorful boxes, the toy-making sounds, everyone smiling. I watched them when they came on, imagining what it would be like to have one. My family kept checking stores when we were out anyway, just asking if they had any, or when they might. Each visit to the mall was just another errand, part of the normal weekend routine. Sometimes we'd find something else we needed. Sometimes we'd just walk around for a while before heading home. The video rental store was a place we went every Friday. It was on Main Street, across from the diner with the red booths. We'd walk through the aisles looking at VHS tapes in their plastic cases, reading the backs, picking something for the weekend. One Friday, the owner mentioned that the toy store next door was getting a delivery, Tuesday morning. Furbies would be in that shipment. He said it the way he'd mention anything. The weather, a new movie coming in. But I remembered it. Tuesday. A few days away. I thought about it over the weekend. At school, I noticed the clock more than usual. During lunch, I wondered if other kids knew about the Tuesday delivery. At home, I looked at my collection of stickers, peeling them and placing them on my notebook. I straightened the action figures on my shelf, just doing small things to pass the time. We went to the mall once more that weekend. It was crowded, but it always was in December. Parents carrying shopping bags. Kids looking at store windows. The air smelled like hot chocolate from the food court, and the pine scent they piped through the ventilation. I noticed small details. The soft ding when the elevator doors opened. The sound of people talking, echoing slightly on the upper level. The mannequins wearing winter coats in the department store. The food court with its bright menu signs. Tuesday was coming. It felt like any other weekday approaching, but I kept thinking about it. Tuesday morning was cold and pale, the kind of morning where you could see your breath. My family drove to the toy store early, before school time. The sun was just coming up, making the sky soft orange and pink. The streets were mostly empty and quiet. There were a few other people already waiting outside the store. Parents with coffee, kids in winter coats, everyone standing quietly, just waiting. We joined the small line. I held my yellow Walkman, but I didn't put the headphones on. I just stood there with everyone else. The store opened at 9. The line moved forward slowly. Inside, it was warm and bright. Shelves with toys, games, stuffed animals. And there was a table near the register with Furby boxes on it, maybe 20 or so. Colorful boxes with the creature's face visible through the plastic window. We walked up and picked one. The box felt light but solid. We paid, the cashier put it in a bag, and we walked back to the car. I held the bag carefully on the way out. In the car, I kept the box on my lap during the drive home. The sun was higher now, coming through the windows. I looked at the letters on the box, traced them with my finger. The neighborhood looked normal. Houses, trees, the same streets as always, just with morning light on them. It felt nice to have found one. That afternoon, I opened the box at home. The sound of tape pulling away from cardboard. The rustle of packaging. Inside was the Furby, nestled in plastic. I lifted it out. It was a little heavier than I expected, covered in soft fur, its eyes closed. I turned it on. The eyes opened slowly, and it made a small sound. A chirp, sort of curious. It spoke in its made-up language. I tried talking to it, following the instructions. It responded sometimes. It felt interesting, like a toy that did more than most toys. I spent time with it that day, teaching it words from the manual, listening to it repeat things, watching its ears move and its eyes blink. My family watched too, smiling at the sounds it made. It was a nice afternoon, just being home with something new. At school the next day, a few kids asked if anyone got one. I mentioned we found one Tuesday morning. Some other kids had them too. Some were still looking. It was just normal conversation, the kind of thing people talked about for a week or two before moving on to something else. The Furby stayed popular for a while, but it mattered less as time went on. I had one. I'd been part of that December when everyone was looking for them. It became just another memory of that winter. The stores, the cold mornings, the decorations, the small moment of finding something people wanted. Looking back, the Furby itself isn't really around anymore. It stopped working eventually, probably in a box somewhere or given away, but the memory stayed clear and simple. I remember the shopping mall with its crowds and lights. The neighborhood streets in late afternoon. The cold Tuesday morning with a few families waiting outside the toy store. The drive home with the box on my lap. The moment it turned on and made that first sound. It was a specific kind of moment from that time. Before everything was online. Before you could check if something was in stock from home. You just went to stores. You asked. You waited sometimes. And when you found what you were looking for, it felt nice. That December wasn't really about the toy itself. It was about the small routines, going to the mall with family, checking stores, walking through decorated corridors, watching commercials, hearing kids at school talk about the same thing. Those ordinary moments that seemed normal then but feel different when you remember them now. I think about that December sometimes, not because it was extraordinary, just because it was a moment that happened, and I was there. The warmth of the mall, the glow of Christmas lights, the weight of that box, the simple sound it made when it woke up, the feeling that something small could be a little bit interesting. It became a quiet memory I still think about sometimes.